that's very important is it's symbolic of the fact that the oceans is now part of the conversation, the climate change conversation. The oceans are most of this planet. They cover 70% of the surface area, but they cover 97–98% of the habitable volume on this planet. We are planet ocean far more than we are planet Earth. We're certainly affecting them, but we don't think about them on a day-to-day basis. And we now recognize they're a major mitigator for climate change. They absorb huge amounts of heat. 90% of the heat that's been emitted, they absorb more than 1/4 of the carbon dioxide emissions that we put out every year. And so we depend on a healthy ocean for this effect. As the ocean continues to warm, over time, its ability to be this great climate mitigator diminishes. Warming at the poles is very, very significant. I'm not an Arctic expert, but I can tell you that it's going to change activities, and it's going to greatly affect the native peoples that live on and rely on those cold water species for their livelihoods.
The focus on a 2-degree sea warming limit, or even a 1.5-degree sea warming limit, sometimes obscures the fact that the oceans are changing right now. And as we could see with the various science presentations, and you can review in the various IPCC reports, we can see that the oceans have, by nature of being water, have a tremendous ability to hold heat, to hold carbon dioxide, but there are implications and results of that, of the fact that as you reduce the ice in the Arctic in the summer, or you increase the period of open water, the oceans warm, and it becomes a positive feedback cycle, so that the next year we have less multi-year ice, or in the winter. So those feedback mechanisms ultimately translate into the fact that we're adding a longer growing season, and we're adding more light, and we're adding more, essentially changing the metabolic range by increasing the temperature of the organisms that are there. That the key takeaway for the Arctic is this notion of that the positive feedback mechanisms, which are making it an early sentinel of climate change, are also an amplifier in terms of when we will see changes and the kind of changes that we'll see.